evolve or die. It's that simple. And it's that simple for all human beings. It's that simple for all organizations. And it's that simple and it's that simple. And the reason why I'm talking about evolution today is simply because by looking back in the last year and 2 years, I believe is the most important thing that has taken me from being a broke guy smoking weed in like high school to being where I am right now, which is nowhere compared to where I'm going to be, because I'm constantly evolving.
Hi friends, how are you? Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Welcome to the School of Rockstars, and today this is another episode of Becoming Rockstar with RJ. So today we are going to meet another great individual. Today we are going to meet Sebastian, 17-year-old young entrepreneur, and also he attended recently Evan Carmichael workshop. So today we are going to know more about his story, passion, and his goals, his one word, more about his. Let's get started. So yeah, he is in the. Hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you very much.
And you're 17-year-old young entrepreneur, and you recently attended Evan Carmichael workshop. So I'm
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't really consider myself an entrepreneur, to be honest with you, but I definitely could say that I want to be one day.
Yes, you are in the path of like a becoming entrepreneur. So
Yeah.
you will.
Thank you very much for having me and for thinking that I am worthy of being interviewed by you.
Yeah, because like I saw your conversation with Evan on his channel. You had
Yeah,
like
yeah,
yes,
okay.
yes.
That's
Like
why.
yeah, like did you left your job or still continuing that job? Can you
No, I
tell?
left it. I left it. Finally, that job is part of the past. I'm supposed to be doing some work for them um, for 2 weeks, but honestly, I haven't had the time to work on that. I've been very entertained with. I don't like to say busy. I
Mm.
like to say entertained. So I've been very entertained with school. I've been entertained with a couple of side projects that I've been working on. For example, an entrepreneurship club
Color.
that
Yes.
we're starting. So that's one of the big projects that we're working on right now. So so yeah, that's it.
Yeah, like can you tell more about your childhood and how you got here? So can you tell
My
more?
my my story a little. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, sure. Okay, well, uh,
Like
I
where are
was
you
born in
from? Yeah.
Colombia. Yeah, I was born in Colombia, and I always say when I get asked about my life and my story, I always like to say that I have two lives. I feel that I
Okay.
have two lives, and so my first, like my life is like divided into before and after Colombia, and so after leaving Colombia, and so in Colombia I was living very well. You know, we were middle class. We had everything we needed, and you know, we were a good family and everything until it wasn't, and we had to leave the country very fast without really having the chance to say bye, without really having the chance to like think about what we were leaving or what was happening, especially for me and my brother. We were really young, and so we didn't have the ability to think about, you know, what was the future gonna bring to us. And so that's how we arrived to Canada,
Okay.
without really knowing what was happening. And since then, it's just been like, as I told you before, it's like if I was born again, right? So I started this new path of like starting to know myself again, and I was in a situation where I didn't really know myself. I didn't know who I was, and like I didn't have a personality established, which made it so that, because of the fact that I was kind of growing up again in this new environment where there would be all the immigrants and people like that would arrive from other countries. They would go to the school that I would go to, and so some of those people would just like, you know, make the wrong choices. And I think because of the environment, those people especially were seen as like cool. So I kind of wanted to be with them, like them,
Okay.
which is what I yeah, which is funny because it's what I ended up doing. So I ended up becoming something that is truly not
Good
according
for you.
to, yeah, good for me, or even like it was not according to my values, you know. I was just really lost. And as I told Evan in another conversation that we were having, well, as I spoke about it, life just slapped me in the face a couple times. And so when it did, it took me about 2 to 3 slaps, you know,
Okay.
big slaps,
Yes.
1, 2,
2,
and
3.
boom, another one, to really wake up and realize that I was just losing. I was just wasting my life, you know. And that's where I get started into this new path of like started reading books, started maybe questioning the people that I was spending my time with, started you know, going to conferences, just realizing that there is a complete new world. Like there's a whole new world that can be surrounded by positive people, and there's like possibilities, and I started thinking about the future, how it could be done better, like how the future could be better. And it's just been a process of me just getting away of the people who would do those things, and started small by small, little by little, building relationships with people that are just amazing, until that brought me to even having the chance to assisting to Evan's workshop. You know, I'm in a process, and I'm not like, as I told you, I don't feel like I'm an entrepreneur.
Yes.
I feel like entrepreneurship is a
It's
way
a
of thinking.
process. Yes. It's a process
Yeah.
to.
So that's about me. That's it about me.
Like, why you choose entrepreneur? Like, you can choose a different education path, but like you are doing your education in entrepreneurship, right?
Yeah, well, there's this new program where I'm studying, which is called Entrepreneurship and Business Management. But you know, it's really hard to actually teach entrepreneurship in the environment of a school. Like it's not, you cannot really learn how to become an entrepreneur by going to school, I believe. However, the way the program is conceived, I believe has been planned in a certain way that it has potential. This program where I am right now, it has potential. It's just really young, and what is good about it is the fact that I was able to put myself in a position where I'm able to influence the development of the program by talking with the people that are responsible of running that program, as well as by complementing what we learn in class with things that we are working on the side with the Champlain Entrepreneurship Club, which is not a program, but will allow the people to assist the program, as well as those who don't assist the program, to come and have more of like a real life experience, you know, of all of those concepts that are required to think like an entrepreneur.
Yeah, like you learn some things related to entrepreneur in your class, and you can implement that in your club.
You just get it. Yeah, it's exactly that.
Yes. So do you think that education, or like a college education, is necessary for everyone, or?
That's a good question, and it's a question that I ask a lot of people too. So, and it's a difficult subject, you know, but I personally believe that it completely depends on the individual, and completely 100% depends on what that individual wants to do in the future.
Okay.
So if you know, if somebody wants to be a doctor or a lawyer or an architect or something like that, well,
Then
yeah, you gotta go to school because
school. Yes.
I'm not gonna let you do surgery on me if
Yes.
you don't have proof that you know how to do surgery, and like that's kind of the way society works. You need to show that you know those things. Now the problem is when we look at other fields where you kind of do need a diploma, you kind of do need a degree if you want a job in that field. But if you don't want a job necessarily, then I would question a little bit the importance of having that piece of paper which says that you're whatever business graduate, or so like for entrepreneurship, I'm not there for the diploma, honestly.
Okay.
I'm not even in university, so it's like college in Quebec. College, it's like you need to go to college before going to university, and college could take either 2 years or 3 years depending on the program. If it's 2 years, it's called pre-university, and you absolutely need to go to university. If it's 3 years, you don't need to go to university after, but the diploma that they're gonna give me, like if I was there for the diploma, it would be kind of stupid because I cannot. Tell me, what can I do with a diploma
Yes.
that tells me that I'm an entrepreneurship student?
It's just a paper.
Yeah, it's a paper that says that I studied entrepreneurship.
Yes.
Who's gonna hire me because I studied entrepreneurship in a college? Like, no one, So
Yes.
I'm there for the program, but I don't believe that for what I want to do in the future, I need formal education. However, informal education, that's another subject. Informal, like reading books.
Yes.
Like reading books. Look, my friend El Cubanito, he just joined, talking about reading books. He's got a book club. Just started a book club, and so yeah, that type of education is really important. Is like if you we were talking about relationships just before, right? We were talking about surrounding yourself with the right people and how that
Yes.
has impacted my life. Well, the thing is, I'm gonna put it this way: if you're in a bad situation, okay, where like a little bit where I was before, where you're surrounded by negative people that do negative things, that push you or like influence you to do negative stuff, well, it's a little bit easier to realize that you're in the wrong place. Because if you're aware enough and something happens that is like big enough for you to open your eyes and be like, whoa, what am I doing? Well, it's gonna be a little bit easier to just step up your game. However, if the people that you're with and you're surrounding yourself with are not that bad, like they're not good, but they're not bad, they don't push you to grow, but they don't make you do stupid things either.
Yes.
Well, what I believe is that's a little bit harder to realize, that you still need to go to look for something better. And even if you realize it, it's harder to actually go do it, because you find yourself in a situation where you kind of have nowhere to go. Like, where can I go if I want better people? Well, that's the importance of books, because by reading books from people, even if they're dead, or like there's people who you would never be able to be, or it would be really difficult to get an opportunity to hang out with like big entrepreneurs.
Yes.
But you just grab their book and you just made them you just made them your friend. Like
We feel that they are with us, and we are like going through their story, like
exactly.
Yeah.
You're seeing the way they think.
Yes.
You're understanding their way of reasoning. So it's like having a friend. It's like having someone that you hang out with. It's just you don't really hang out with them, but you learn.
Yeah,
So
they tell us. Yeah, they tell different kind of experience in their life, like what they experienced and how to overcome it through books.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yes. So, like, how you balance your schooling, education, and your? Are you doing a part-time job now or not?
Right now, no.
Okay.
but because I just quit,
Hmm.
But I'm looking for one because money issues are something
Yes.
that right now it's important. I'm able to survive now because I had a good amount of savings that I got from my previous job, but I'm giving my resume to places. I spoke with my mentor who
Yeah. Yes.
unfortunately he told me that he wouldn't be able to give me any position in his job right now. So I'm looking for other possibilities. I would like to try something in sales. I would like to
Okay.
develop that skill of mine. So it's something that I might consider. But if you ask me about balance,
Balance. Yes.
yeah, that's a big one for me right now because even if I don't have a side job, I'm still working for the last job that I had.
Yeah.
Like I still have a lot of things to do for them, which I haven't been able to like go in as much as I should. But yeah, balance for me it's a hard one.
Okay.
Um, I end up giving up things that are important, like sleep. I should be sleeping a lot more.
Okay.
I would tell you that sometimes I barely sleep during the week,
Okay.
and I have 9 courses, 8
Oh,
courses. Yeah, in
in
college.
semester. Okay. In
So
one
I have
semester.
8 courses, plus I have I'm the president of the Champlain Entrepreneurship Club, and with all the projects that we're planning for this semester, that takes a lot of time too.
Okay.
Um, we meet every single day during the week, so that takes time. I also live very far from my college. I
Okay.
live 2 hours
So,
away in bus. Right now, I just got my license, so
okay.
things may change. But I used to live 2 hours away. Well, I still live in bus. It's 2 hours. Just in car is a little bit faster, but yeah, I would say that balance. I don't try to balance things out. It's just
Schedule.
based based on the importance of the thing. I will
Okay.
give it either more time or less time, and that would kind of balance the equation if you want. But it
Okay.
wouldn't be balanced like in a proportional way. Like
So
if I
you said
spend time
like
with my girlfriend, yeah,
priorities. You said priorities.
I'm not very good at it, but that's kind of the the approach that that I try to give it to it. But yeah, I'm not very good in time management and priority. I get things done, but it takes me time.
Okay.
Like I would like to be more productive. I would like to get things going faster, because another problem that I have is when I'm doing something, I'm gonna try to make it to be like really good. Otherwise, I won't feel satisfied enough, and that takes time, and
Yes.
that is not productive. So like how Evan says all the time, he's like, you should. It's better done than perfect. Like
Yes.
there's a lot of people that say that, and it's true. It's just true. It's better done than perfect. It's
Being
just not.
yeah.
Yeah.
Being perfect is like an imperfect thing. I don't know what exactly is.
Yeah.
That is
Exactly.
yeah. And like, did you ask volunteer position like at your mentor? Bec- Like
If
a
I ask him
free?
a position.
No. Yeah, you contacted your mentor, right? So,
Mhm.
so did you ask like I can do free work for you? Did you ask that?
Yeah, I did it, but because the thing is, what we used to do before is we would see each other once a week, and
Okay.
I would give him 1 hour of Spanish courses. Like I
Oh,
would teach
okay.
Spanish for 1 hour, and then he
Awesome.
would teach me like digital marketing things for 1 hour.
Okay.
Now, he proposed me that we could still do that,
Okay.
but that the actual time that it would take him to take me over and like train me and everything, he would not be able to do that right now
Okay.
because he has just so many engagements and so many things. So that's kind of why it didn't work out.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
like for young entrepreneurs, like challenges we face are knowledge, time, and money. So yeah, like how do you how do you manage that? Because to get the knowledge, we need to have experience. But for getting experience, nobody is giving us a opportunity.
Yeah, I get you.
Yes.
So the knowledge, I think the knowledge is the easiest but hardest part at the same time, because like the knowledge is out there. The knowledge, it's really out there, with technology and
Yes.
everything. If you want to learn something, the chances of you not finding something that's going to teach you how to do that thing on internet are very low. So it's just, people are just lazy of going out there and trying to learn that thing. Now, because people are lazy, they think the knowledge is a hard thing to get. It's just not hard. It's just like people are just not going to get it, and people just not willing to spend the time reading books and going to the library and learning or listening to podcasts or things of that nature. It's just, and I believe one thing that is important for knowledge is to be specific, because having general knowledge, it's important, and there's in the society, in our society, we praise people. Like it's well seen to know a lot of things about like history and I don't know, like general knowledge, the stars, I don't know, stuff like that. Things that we get in school, we get taught in school. Is just what I would say is instead of focusing on having so many knowledge about so many random things, why don't we
Focus.
pick like one subject
thing.
or like two subjects and focus on that and get our knowledge around those subjects. And that's one of the reasons why I'm so against like news.
Okay.
Like, it's funny though, but people believe that I'm not, I don't know how to say cult? I'm not cult? No, how do you say that? Like I'm not mature or something because I don't know what's happening in the actualities, like the war and I don't know, Trump, what's happening with Trump and the trade and all that. And I'm like, yeah, but whatever happens with Trump and with the stars or whatever, if it's actually gonna affect me, I think I'm gonna learn it somehow. Like if it's something that's gonna affect me, or like if we're actually in war and like there's a missile coming or we're getting invaded or something, I think I might hear it from people around me. If it's not gonna actually touch me directly and affect me directly, well, I'm just wasting like energy and time and
on random things.
So I just don't want to know it. And then it's the fact that it's so much negativity. Like there's so much negative things out there. All you see in the news is war and death,
fights.
And fights, and in Colombia it used to be even worse. Like every day there was like a murder or something like that.
Okay.
And you're like, do I really want to know this? Like, yeah, I feel bad. It's not to like deny the fact that it happens. Yes, there are bad things happening, and being aware of those things may allow you to be more grateful about what you have. It's just that for me, I'm able to be grateful for what I have without having to feel bad for like the other people. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yes, I got you. Like focusing on random things, like you're telling, focus on one thing you want.
Yeah.
It's like what is your morning routine? Do you have like a
my morning routine?
Yeah, do you have specific?
Yeah, it's pretty specific. I wake up. Well, I go to the bathroom for sure. I do my bed. So my bed needs to be done, and then I drink a big glass of water.
What? Okay.
As you see, I'm always drinking water.
But
I drink a big glass of water. Then I meditate for 20 minutes.
Okay.
So I just focus on the breath, and then I introduce a mantra that I got from High Performance Habits.
Okay.
Brendan Burchard, which is released.
Yes.
Yeah, you've read the book?
I know the book, but I didn't read it. I know the book.
Yeah, it's really good. and so my mantra is release. So I just repeat release, release, release. You know, eyes closed and sitting down in a chair, and that just helps me like focus my energy. Like just prepares me for the day.
Yeah,
Then
okay.
I turn on the lights, and I have my vision board in front of me, in front of my bed. So
Okay.
I just look at my vision board, which
Okay.
has like different quotes, different faces of different people that inspire me, different things that like material things that inspire me as well,
Yes.
that I want to have. My values are written down there: discipline, growth, and contribution.
Contribution. Yeah, I saw you. Like I saw 3 words on your Instagram. 3 core values.
Yeah, those are my three like principles or values. So I just look at that, and then I do a little thing that Tony Robbins suggests, which is like you kind of breathe and do. Anyways, it's just a weird exercise that just pumps me
Okay.
to like have energy for the day, and then I take a cold shower. I start a little bit not that cold, and then I go cold like for the last 30 seconds, and
Okay.
then I'm just ready.
Awesome.
I'm just ready for the day.
Awesome. Like, what is your one word that you stick for?
Ah, that's hard because when I was with Evan, we had to do this exercise, right? And so I came up with the word evolve,
Yeah.
evolution, like evolve. But for some reason, maybe it's because I have not yet found the right word, but for some reason, evolve doesn't fill me. So for some reason, I still feel like I need to say the three other words, which are discipline, growth, and contribution. But there might be a word that covers the three of them. It's just I maybe have not found it yet. So I
Okay.
need to, yeah. But I came up with evolution, which I feel it's really important, because if you're not evolving, you're just dying. And so I think it's a very important thing. So yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
she said she changed her one word a few times, so
Full time. Yes.
I guess for me too it should be okay if I change it.
Like, in your sin, you are in since from childhood. What is your greatest failure till date?
My greatest failure.
And what you
Well,
learned from that? Like, what is a
yeah.
lesson you learned?
Well, you mean like business related, or you mean like
Anything
life?
in your life, like
Yeah,
anything.
life. Well, life, I've made a lot of mistakes, honestly,
Okay.
to be honest with you. Life, we would have to have a big conversation. Like, I wouldn't be able to say one, but like business related, I would say not pursuing this. I started a company, okay? That
Oh,
was like 2 years
awesome.
ago, or like one, yeah. And I was doing digital marketing. I was offering digital marketing services, like social media marketing services for
Okay.
local companies. And so, but I was finishing high school at that time. And so I got to a point where I actually had 2 clients, but I was not able to push through. And my mistake was not being able to hire or like outsource in order for me to scale that and
Okay.
go get more customers, because I thought that I had to do it all, and that if it was not going to be done by me, then it may not be done like as good as I wanted to. So I allowed that business to die because of that reason. So
Okay.
that taught me a lot of things, and things that I consciously implement today in my relationships, whether it's with people in a class project, or whether it's in our entrepreneurship club, which is allow people to think independently. Like,
Okay.
understand that people are wired differently. So the way that your brain works is not the same as my brain works. It doesn't mean that you're right and I'm wrong, or that I'm wrong and you're like, oh, that I'm right and you're wrong.
Yeah.
It just means that we have different things of seeing what's true. And so just understanding that has allowed me to give others more freedom, like more, like it's okay, do your thing, and you know, and I know it's something very important for like management.
Okay.
When I'm gonna have my big like company in the future or something, I cannot be micromanaging my employees. You know, I need to allow them to be creative by themselves, to be independent.
You need to give like a creative freedom, because like
yeah, that's it. So I think that's the business mistake that I've done.
Yeah, because you have like a different perspective on one thing, but other person may have like a quite opposite perspective on that. So when
that's
awesome.
about it.
Awesome. Like what is the one thing you changed before after attending Evan Carmichael workshop, like in your life?
I think there's a couple of things.
Okay.
So
you
one
quit
of them,
your job?
yeah, I quit my job. No, but I mean like in my daily routines and things of like that. One of the things that have stayed with me, which is a beautiful trigger that I believe is amazing, is that of saying it's the best.
Okay.
So
yes.
whenever there's something bad or like something that is not how you would expect it or how you would want it to be, Evan says it's the best.
It's the best, yes.
And so it's just like a trigger word that automatically comes to my mind now whenever something bad happens, and that just makes me think about him and just makes me think about people that were in the workshop and just gives me like all that positivity. And so I'm like, okay, it's the best. Like it's really the best. Like the struggle can really be the best if you approach it properly. So it can really be the best. So it's just like, you know what? It's the best. It's the best. Let's just take it as the best. Now, another thing that is huge in my day-to-day, you know, routine that I've taken and that I've changed since attending his workshop. Whenever you don't want to do something or you're playing it small for whatever, because of the fear of what others are gonna think about you, then you automatically have to go and do that thing.
Yes.
So that's a big one. So that's something that he said a lot, and that we, you know, he forced us to do it. It's just that when you're here by yourself and you actually, like, you get to a point where there's things that you, random things. Like I remember right after the workshop, I was in a bus, and the thought came to my head to hug the bus driver, like for no reason. But then I was like, I will not do that because that's so weird. Like, what would she think? What would people think? And then I just remembered what he said, and I'm like,
you have to do
let's
it.
just do it. Yes. I have to do it. Like, it's nothing serious. If you look at things from a higher perspective, there's no reason to be shy. Like, what are you gonna be shy for? Like, you're not gonna see that person again in your life.
Yes.
We're both gonna die at some point. It's like, from a higher perspective, it's just so stupid. But we just play really small. We allow ourselves to play small because we fear what others will think of us, and that sucks. So that's a big one. I think
so in that bus, you hugged her? You did it?
Yeah,
awesome.
I did, and I posted it on Instagram.
Awesome. Like, so I'll it's like about to end. So I'll tell some people names. So if you think of that person, what will be the one word or one sentences you get in your mind? You have to tell that. First, Evan Carmichael. When you think of that person, what you get?
I just can think like positivity. I don't know why. Positivity, like possibilities. Just one word?
Not like one word or one sentence. Like when you think of heaven, what you get in your mind?
No excuses.
Believe.
No excuses.
Yes.
I just think no excuses.
Awesome. And
Yeah.
Lilima, I think you had like conversation with
Oh,
her. Lilima.
I would say love. I don't know why. I just feel like she's love.
Awesome.
Honestly,
Alex.
I would say passion.
Awesome.
Passion.
And I saw you're like singing with Ibrahim.
Aha.
Yeah, like
Oh, that guy. It's just so fun to be with. I feel him like a big brother.
yes,
Him and
uh,
Daniel, too. Both
yes,
of them.
yes,
They had a big impact on my life. So I would just say like
brothers.
courage, brother, courage and brothers. Those guys have so much courage
Y-
of doing what they're doing right now, and they're gonna go so far in life that I would say courage.
Yeah, like someone is asking you question. Who is that one of the most supportive people in your life?
My most supportive people, I have a bunch of them. I would say my parents are very supportive, even if they don't always understand
What you are doing?
yeah, like why did you quit your job? Like it was such a good job, you know.
Yes, I know.
But they're still supportive after listening to my arguments. My girlfriend is very, very supportive.
Okay.
I'm really lucky to be with her. I'm really lucky to be with someone that is like her. So and then all of the friends and close friends that actually see what I'm doing and think that I get something to share and believe it and listen to what I say. So I would say all of those people.
Awesome. Like, what, like, do you recommend 3 books for our audience? Like, 3 books
Okay,
that
so
influence.
a basic one. How to win friends and influence people. It's like the
Awesome.
basis. It's
Yes.
like, you know, basis. I'm gonna share the basis. What was my foundation of mindset. My foundation of mindset was how to win friends and influence people.
Mm.
Was Think and Grow Rich,
Yes.
and then which other I would recommend. Well, Rich Dad Poor Dad gave me this other mindset of like made me believe that I wanted to be an entrepreneur and then didn't want it to like work for someone else.
Okay.
So I would say those 3. The Alchemist is more of a book that is, you know, it's more like a story.
Okay. The
But it did,
Alchemist.
yeah, The Alchemist, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Hey,
Hey.
I don't know what happened there.
Yeah. No problem.
Yeah, but you're amazing.
No, like,
I love the
yeah.
questions that you ask. I love your energy. You're amazing, honestly.
Yeah, because I have that fear in me, because like I have that fear. I'm afraid of talking to people, and I also have, yeah, I have that fear of that. I'm not speaking good English. I'm not speaking, like, I'm not communicating. So that's why I'm doing the things, because I have that fear.
You speak great.
Awesome.
And that's something.
Thank you.
It's something I feel, but I feel you. You know, my English is. I don't feel it good enough either. But like, who cares? You know, people that are
Yes.
gonna understand us are gonna listen to us. Those that don't understand us can just unfollow. You know,
Mm.
like. But you're amazing, and thank you very much for having me and keep doing your thing. And yeah,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
and thank you for all of those who listened.
Yeah,
I really
she is Cynthia, one crafty bitch who is like messaging.
Oh, Anna just joined.
Yeah.
She's my girlfriend.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, what's up, baby?
So,
Anyways,
thank you. Yeah,
thank
thank
you.
you so much.
All right, see you.
Yeah, yeah, I'll do another session with you with Sebastian version 2 with
All
more
right,
updates.
sure.
Yes.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Stop hanging around with people who don't bring the best out of you.
You don't owe them anything. And by you hanging out with them, the only thing you're doing is preventing yourself from achieving the true potential that you have and achieving the true success that you can achieve in life. You know, I used to be there. I used to hang out with people who were like that, and they were not useful. And so they would do stupid shit, and I would do stupid shit as well because I was with them. So, you know, it was fine. But you need to realize that in life, you don't get to choose who your family is, but you get to choose who your friends are. So choose well, because if you don't, you're gonna see the consequences. And so, please, even if your friends don't do stupid things like mine did, if they do nothing, that's still stupid because they're not helping you grow. They're not pushing you. They're not helping you set new goals, higher goals. So cut them off. Do yourself that favor, man. Have a great day. I love you. See you soon.